Hello. How are you? I know there's at least one or two people here. How are you doing? It's been a while. So tonight I just thought I would come on and hang out for a little bit, see how you're doing, see what you're up to, see if you have any new requests for any content that you would like me to make for you, and just say hi, hang out, check in, see how your journey is going. Things are going well here for me. It's starting to get nice and warm in Arizona. Let's see. Ooh, it's in the 80s today. I haven't really spent much time outside. I went to the gym, came home, had a client session, just did a gender coaching group, and now I'm on here doing a quick live with you. So I have not spent much time outside today, which I really need to do because I love it when it's in the 80s. And so I like to be outside playing. So I will have to make sure to give myself some time to do that this week. So anyway, how are you? Say hi in the comments. Tell me what you're up to. What's been going on with you? How's your April? It's already the 14th. This month is just zooming by so fast. It is going so fast. Zoom, zoom. And we were in gender coaching and we were talking about like posture and how important posture is. And so I had recommended, which I put in the description, like some hula hooping and some using those posture correctors, using that for a little bit and doing a few stretches. Yoga is always really great. So if you are working on your posture, if you feel like that is something that's very important for you, then definitely add in yoga. That's always going to help with your posture. It may take some time, but it'll get you there. And then also hula hoop, just because it helps open up your hips, get you going, and using a posture corrector. Hello, Strawberry Bubblegum. You weren't expecting me to go live. I put it in my monthly schedule that I was going live today at this time. So even though you weren't expecting it, I'm glad you're here. How are you? What are you up to? How's your month going? Anything new and fun for you? I had some friends over on Friday and first we went and we played pool, which was really fun. I haven't done that I can't even remember the last time. And then we came over to my place and played like some games and had like a couple drinks, and it was so fun. I loved it. It was such a good time. Spent so much time laughing. Laughing is so good for us. So we just laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. So it was awesome. So also let me know if you have any questions for me, any questions I could answer. Let me know if there's any like requests for content. So I know I've been putting in like some just conversational, some like tips. So if there's anything you want tips around, let me know. I'll make a video around that. Just glad you're living your life. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're living your life too. At least I hope you are. Tell me something fun you've done. And have you watched any movies lately? I actually really want to go see Kung Fu Panda for I love those movies. Or actually, I think I could rent it on my TV. So maybe I'll do that. I love that movie. My son doesn't want to go see it with me though. So I'm just going to have to watch it by myself. And I'm okay with that. So without him, because he'll be like, why are we watching this? Turn it off. Hello, Lucky Bunny. How are you? How's it going? What are you up to? What are you doing? So I'm feeling good today. A little tired. I'm noticing I need to be drinking lots more water, especially since it's starting to heat up. Hello, Regina. How are you? Love some good water. I'm so glad people are coming. Hello, Mikkel. How are you? It's been forever. But yet here we are meeting up. I'm glad people are coming and saying hi because I was like, for a minute there, I was like, ooh, maybe this is going to be just like a 5-minute live and then I'm going to go. You wonder how Martha is doing. So I do believe she put a post, like she commented on a post like maybe 2 weeks ago, and she sounds like she's doing well. She's still helping out with her mom and stuff like that. So are you not talking to her on Twitter or X? Strawberry, tell me more. Why is it an absolutely wild year so far? But I agree, it is a pretty unexpected. Like my 2024 is definitely unfolding in a way that I would have never predicted. I would have never been able to, like a year ago, if you had been like, oh, what's April of 2024 going to be like for you? I would have never been able to predict what it's like right now. I would have never guessed this. So, you like my chair? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's from Amazon. Oh, I look amazing. Well, aren't you sweet? Thank you so much. I know I just have my hair up today. I've just been putting my hair in a ponytail lately. I don't know. Kind of been my thing. But thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sure you look amazing too. So tell me, what are your guys' plans for the summer or for, I mean, I'll do another live next month, so I guess we shouldn't talk too far ahead, but what are your plans for April? What are your plans for the beginning of May? Are you doing anything? Let's see. Just got to stay away from negativity and focus on more positivity. You know what? I was just talking about that with a client today. Like, kind of reframing the stories that we're telling ourselves, change them into something more positive. And he was like, well, I don't really know that that's true. And I was like, well, it doesn't really matter because your negative story isn't necessarily true either. So if your negative story isn't guaranteed to be true, who cares if your positive story is true or not? Just tell yourself it, because the negative one isn't necessarily true, but yet you're believing that story. So, let's start believing the positive ones. Like, put a positive spin, because if we want to feel better, if we want to just like focus on the good stuff, I mean, we don't have to deny and pretend that the negativity and the bad stuff isn't there, but why marinate in that, right? Like, why tell that story over and over? So instead, just tell the stories that uplift us and help us feel empowered and confident and feel really good and feel loved and feel like life is for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to be Delulu on something, let's be Delulu on how great everything is. Well, you're new to my channel. Oh, a waist cincher is great for posture as well. Ooh, thank you. Thank you for that. Let me see. Is there a waist cincher on Amazon? I don't think I've ever used a waist cincher before. And I'm so glad you are new to my channel and that you're here. Let's see. Oh, this one has like really good reviews. It has like 41,000 and it's at 4.5 stars. So I will share this one because it has so many good reviews. Here we go. But it is called a waist trainer on this one. Oh, and then it says corset cincher body shaper. Okay. Here we go. Paste. Okay, and then can we... There we go. So I pinned it to the top. Okay, let's see. Da, 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 da. Oh, thank you for your hypnosis content. It's been with me through good and dark times during your transition. I loved the one you did for sleeping. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you have been finding them helpful and you found at least one that you really like. So that's good. And I have been helped. Oh, I think that's by your invitation to dance with you. Yay! I know. I've been loving making those shorts lately. They are giving me life. I love it. I love just doing like a little dance video and having you dance with me and say affirmations with me or just share like a helpful tip or something. Those have been so fun to make. The hardest part is like finding music that I want to dance to or that I think would be relevant. So but yeah, I've been loving making those little shorts. It's been quite fun. So yes. What else do we got going on? Um, so the white, let's see. Trying to get back to it. Yeah. Well, you're always busy. You're like out there doing something, going to the cabin, fixing something, building something, going somewhere, doing something. So I know, and I still have somebody requested that I make a video of things that I eat in the day, but I was like, I don't really eat that big of a variety, so it might be a pretty simple and boring video, but I'll still make it and share it. But it's like because I've been taking little videos of stuff, so I will be posting that one eventually. I don't know when, but I'll eventually do it. Maybe I should just do shorts of what I'm eating. That might be more helpful. I might do that. That sounds good. Okay. You have a desire to simplify. Yes, tell more. Tell me more. Your desire to simplify. And where is that coming from? Is that new? Been feeling that way for a while? How are you simplifying? What are you doing to simplify? Yeah. You know what I was also thinking would be really cool? And I don't really know how to do this 100% yet because it would like involve mail and, sometimes it's hard for some people to receive mail. But I was like, what if we somehow did like a clothing exchange so that people could try different clothing, or when you're like done with something, you could do a clothing exchange or to try something new or something like that. Like, I don't know. How could we do a clothing exchange? If you have any ideas on how we could do a clothing exchange, let me know. Email me. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I was like, a lot of times when I have clothes that I no longer want to wear or whatever, I just donate it to Goodwill. But I was like, what if we had a clothing exchange? But then how would we get it to each other? How would we share the sizes? What would we do? Because a lot of times when you can do like in-person clothing exchanges, and that's really fun. But I don't know. So maybe I'll add that. I don't know. Part of the like the Patreon or something. I don't know. I don't know how to do the clothing exchange. So anyway, if you think of ideas, let me know. I'm just thinking of that. Let me write that down too, because the other thing I had someone make a request around, and I don't know if there's enough people to actually do this, but it's kind of why I have the Discord as well. Kind of like not matchmaking and dating, but like matchmaking is like friendships. Like maybe you're shy, you're private, you don't want to join the Discord, but you do want to meet somebody else who's also um either a cross-dresser or who's trans or who's gender fluid or anywhere, like if you want to meet a certain person who seems they're on a more similar journey to yours. Somebody had suggested doing some sort of like matchmaking with friendships that way. But I don't know if there's enough people who would be interested in that. So that's kind of why I have the Discord. If you want to chat and get to make friends, we could do it through there. But I don't know. So I do want to provide services that would be helpful for everyone. But I also want to make sure it's a service that people would genuinely want versus, just one or two people requesting it. I mean, I do have like almost 11,000 subscribers. So I know there's like a lot of opportunity to serve you all. And so I just want to make sure I'm using the energy in a productive way versus a way that only like 1 or 2 people are interested in. So please communicate with me. Share your ideas, share your requests so that when something is like something lots of people are interested in, we can make it happen. Okay, let's see. What about International Transsexual Day? Tell me more. What do you mean? You would love to wear some of my sexy outfits. Yes. It feels like femininity would just move into me. Yes, my osmosis. It probably would. Like, I just infuse my clothes and everything with the energy, just like, then you put it on and you're like, bam, feeling good. Okay. You're the only content creator on YouTube that I trust myself with hypnosis. There's a lot of transgender hypnosis sessions available, but none of them come close to the quality of your videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Like, that means so much to me. Like, when someone lets me know that they trust my hypnosis videos and like hopefully my voice like feels like a friend and it feels like a safe place, and you know that my suggestions are all positive, empowering, uplifting. So I would just feel just so, I don't know, that's like such a amazing compliment. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You need something to help you. Oh shoot, the heart's in the way. Oh, let go of some really painful memories. You miss being happy. Oh, lucky bunny. That's really hard. So one thing you can do if you bring up a memory, so, well, let's just all do this together really quick. If you're at a place where you can close your eyes, so if you're not driving or doing something where you need to have your eyes open, take a moment and close your eyes and just take a breath. And bring up, notice whatever that memory is or the situation or the person or whatever it is, and just notice how close they are. Like if they feel like they're right in front of your eyes or if they're really far away. And notice if they're really big or if they're really small, if they're in color or if they're in black and white, if they're very clear or if they're blurry. Just take a moment and kind of visualize and notice what you're noticing. And now if it's one that you want to be less painful or less intense, so let's just imagine it's a person, because and of course you have your own whatever you're visualizing, but I'm just going to say it with a person so that it makes sense what I'm saying. So if you have a person that's really close, like they feel like they're really big and really close, like right next to your face, then what I want you to do is visualize pushing them really far away. Like removing them, like they're going so far away, and as they go far away they start shrinking. They just get smaller and smaller and smaller the farther away they go. You can send them so far away that they actually start to disappear. You can't even see them anymore. They fade away. You can also make sure as you're pushing them away that you take out all the color. You remove the color, you make them black and white, you blur them a little bit. You could even imagine you have an eraser. You're erasing them, you're scratching them out, you're making them small, 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 blurring them, taking out all the color. If there's any sound, turn off the sound, turn down the volume, mute them, whatever you need to do, and push them just far, far away and continuing to breathe, just breathing in, breathing out, moving them really far away, really far away. Yeah. Just breathe. And then when you're ready, just go ahead and open your eyes. And then you can do that exercise as often as you need to. Just moving them away, right? Shrinking them down, all of that good stuff. I don't know what Brian is trying to say. The question does not make any sense. So maybe Brian's just coming on to be a troll because Brian's question doesn't have any relevance or make any sense to our conversation. For my well-being, I don't think you have to be worried about my well-being, Brian. But I don't feel like I have a mental decline. Okay, that's so interesting. So I think Brian's here to be rude. So we'll just ignore Brian from this point forward because Brian does not make sense. Okay. So anyway, with the painful memories, just try that exercise. And you might have to do it a lot of times. Like if you're visualizing a person and this person is somebody that you're having a hard time letting go of, or it just doesn't feel good, then you might notice that they keep being right behind your eyes. And so you have to, like, every day you have to push them away and erase them and make it black and white and push them farther away and all of that stuff. And it will eventually help, and doing like breath work. So if you have like painful memories, a really good breath work is to help you be in the present moment, is to do that box breath that's a little bit different and a little bit extended. So you breathe into the count of 5, hold for the count of 5, exhale to the count of 10, hold for the count of 5, and then repeat and do it again. So if you do that a few times, like if you just set your timer for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and just do that breath over and over, like take a break if you need to have like a regular breath or whatever, then you can definitely, uh, okay. So Brian says, I apologize, guys. I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, I think Brian needs to reword Brian's question. Yeah, the memory work. Do not talk about like that. Thank you, Mikkel. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, sometimes trying to help, you have to think about the words you're using, because I could be trying to help and I could be causing more harm by the words that I'm using. So your intention doesn't necessarily matter if you're causing harm or you're being inappropriate. Do you know what I mean? So, because you might have good intentions and you can cause harm at the same time. So, anyway, try that exercise. Let me know what you think. See if it helps. Hello, Caroline. How are you? What are you up to? What is going on? Oh, good. I'm glad to be here too. Okay, but no one here is having mental decline. So the question doesn't even need to be there. Okay. Well, I'm glad you came today too. Okay. So normally, so I'm up to 7 pull-ups, but I think, Lucky Bunny, I think it's just people who aren't actually followers. They're just people who are trolling. And they're just don't worry about them because nobody's declining. I really just think they're here to just kind of troll and take away the conversation from positive. So I just think that's what they're doing. They're just bored and they're like, hey, let's do this. So don't even worry about them. Okay. So Caroline, you're good. Your therapist told you could start HRT in June if you want. That's awesome. That's really good. So what are you going to do? Are you going to start it? Are you not going to start it? What are you thinking? And then, yeah. So, what do you think, Caroline? Are you going to do that? Thank you, Miguel. Yeah. So, okay. Anyway, tell me, what's everyone else up to? What are we doing? Okay. I'm going to end this live for a second and then we'll restart it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Hello, Danielle. You're beautiful too. Okay, one sec. I'm going to end the stream and I'll restart the stream in a minute. I just need to change something. Okay.